Kathleen Emperatriz DeLuna is an American R&B singer-songwriter, recording artist and dancer. Born in the Bronx to Dominican parents, DeLuna began pursuing a career as a singer when she was a teenager. After signing with Epic Records, she released her debut single Whine Up in 2007. The single went on to become a commercial success, entering the top 40 in numerous countries and topping the Billboard Hot Dance Club play chart. Her debut studio album, 9 Lives, failed to see the success of its lead single. The album's third single, Run the Show, became a hit in various territories, and reached number 2 on the Hot Dance Club play chart. Following the commercial performance of her first album, DeLuna was dropped from Epic Records. DeLuna continued to record both collaborations and soundtrack singles. DeLuna later began working on her second studio album, Inside Out, which received a limited release through Universal Music Belgium. The album spawned a number of singles, notably Unstoppable, Push Push, and Dancing Tonight featuring Lil Wayne, Akon, and Fo Onassis respectively. Viva, the North American edition of the album, was slated to be released later that year. However, this never materialized. DeLuna is currently working on her third studio album, slated to be released in 2014. In 2007, DeLuna won Best New Artist at the Los Premios MTV Latino Copyright Rica 2007 Awards. In 2008, she won Best New Artist, and Best Urban Artist at the TMF Awards. DeLuna's single, Whine Up, won the award for Latin Dance Club Play Track of the Year at the 2008 Latin Billboard Music Awards. She also won a Cassandra Award in 2008 for Best International Artist. Early life, DeLuna was born in the Bronx to Dominican parents. At a young age, DeLuna and her family moved to the Dominican Republic. When she was 12, DeLuna performed on stage and was heard by Millie Xader, who commended her vocals. Friends and family recognized her talent at an early age, but it was not until she moved back to the United States at age 14, to Newark, New Jersey, that DeLuna realized her potential as a singer. She attended Benjamin Franklin Elementary in Newark, and was taught by Nicholas Strauss. DeLuna then attended the Newark Arts High School, which was the only school she applied to. While there, DeLuna and her friends formed an R&B group called Coquette. DeLuna had a tough upbringing and was raised in poverty. She spent her time listening to Aretha Franklin and Billie Holiday records, which she imitated daily on her karaoke machine. At age 15, DeLuna entered a Coca-Cola-sponsored karaoke competition. Her version of I Will Always Love You took first place. It was through this competition that she met Cuban salsa singer Ray Ruiz. Ruiz gave DeLuna this advice: "Nobody knows you better than you do, and nobody can help you if you can't help yourself." DeLuna began writing her own music and has continued to do so. In 2004, while DeLuna was 17, Coquette opened for a Cassidy concert in New Jersey. In 2006, DeLuna chose to pursue a solo career and was signed by Epic Records. Music career, 2007 -08, early success with 9 Lives. After being signed to Epic Records, DeLuna began working with producers such as Redun and Janet Zuulpic, among others. The two worked together to produce the majority of the songs on DeLuna's debut album. On May 15, 2007, DeLuna released her debut single, Whine Up. The title comes from the Caribbean English pronunciation of wind up, meaning to move one's hips on the dance floor. The single received mixed reviews from critics. A reviewer from Today's Music gave the song a mixed review. The song itself is great musically. It has all the ingredients of a hot dance song. I love the driving Latin sound of the chorus. But Cat, Yawa Euro unregistered trademark re-19 as of this writing. Yawa Euro unregistered trademark rewriting about very sensual things. Is this what you want to tell the young girls from your neighborhood? Is this what you give your parents after all their encouragement and support as you studied music diligently all your life? Reminds me of Rihanna wanting to be a good example to young girls, but really not being one at all. Associated Content had a more positive review of the song, stating on the song Cat goes back forth between singing in English and Spanish. The song is catchy and fills a void currently in the marketplace. Elephant Man adds his traditional high-energy approach and the song is a surefire hit. Billboard also spoke highly of the song, claiming talk about a summertime sure thing. 19-year-old Dominican Cat DeLuna is prepped to combust with a platinum-plated debut so certain you can practically smell the smoke emanating from its juicy one-spin hook and manic tempo. Accompanied by reggaeton queen Ivy Queen and dancehall staple Elephant Man, also known as the Energy God, the bilingual crossover beauty Euro, who grew up in poverty in the Dominican Republic and the Bronx before studying music at the New Jersey School of Performing Arts. Euro combines Caribbean cadence with a novel mesh of hip-hop, R&B and merengue. DeLuna's launch single offers ultimate seasonal sizzle. Euro over the airwaves, on the beach, down the highway and across dance floors. A whine to be heard loud and proud the world over. The single experienced commercial success. In the US, the single debuted at number 24 on the bubbling under Hot 100 Singles chart. In the following weeks, the song would continue climbing the charts until it reached a peak of number 29, becoming her only US top 40 hit. The single also topped the Billboard Hot Dance Club play chart, which monitors plays songs in nightclubs. The single peaked at number 43 on the Hot Latin Songs chart. On the Hot R&B hip-hop songs, the single peaked at number 12. It reached the top 20 of the Pop 100, peaking at number 14. The single charted well internationally. It reached the top 20 of the Canadian Hot 100, peaking at number 15, as well as reaching a peak of number 7 in Belgium and France. The single peaked at number 18 on the Australian ARIA charts, and at number 13 on the Romanian singles chart. DeLuna's debut album, 9 Lives, was released on August 7, 2007. The album peaked at number 58 on the Billboard 200, selling 11,000 copies in its first week. The album has since sold near 200,000 copies in the United States. The album was also well received commercially in the international market. In Belgium, the album debuted inside the top 20, peaking at number 16. The album reached the top 20 in Finland, where it peaked at number 15 on the official album chart. In France, the album debuted at number 24. On the A3 Austria Top 40 chart, the album peaked at number 64. The album was successful in Poland, where it peaked at number 12 on the official albums chart. DeLuna chose to release Am I Dreaming as the second single. It began receiving airplay on Latin radio stations, leading to its peak of 26 on the US Billboard Latin Tropical Airplay chart. Despite its early success in the Latin music industry, further plans for the single were immediately scrapped for unknown reasons, and a new single has yet to be chosen. At the Los Premios MTV La Sonoma Copyright Rica 2007 awards show, DeLuna won the Best New Artist award. In late 2007, DeLuna collaborated with American in the single Cut Off Time, which was the lead single from the Feel the Noise soundtrack. The song peaked at number 23 on the bubbling under Hot 100 Singles and at number 123 on the Hot 100. In December 2007, DeLuna announced that Run the Show would be the second single. It was released on January 15, 2008, for radio airplay. The US version of the song features rapper Busta Rhymes, while the international release of the single features Don Omar. The version on the album is different again, with guest vocals from Shekhar D. The single has become one of DeLuna's biggest hits to date. Run the Show reached a top 10 in several countries, including Finland, where it peaked at number 2. Belgium, where it reached number 5. And Romania, where it peaked at number 8. In the US, the failed to chart on the Hot 100. It did, however, peak at number 17 on the bubbling under Hot 100 Singles chart. Despite its failure on the Hot 100, the single managed to rise to number 2 on the Hot Dance Club play chart, only one spot lower than Whine Up. After the release of Run the Show, the album was re-released on Akon's record label. Due to the poor performance of the single in the US, plans for the album's re-release in America were scrapped. At the 2008 TMF Awards in Belgium, DeLuna won awards for Best New Artist and Best Urban Artist. At the Latin Billboard Music Awards 2008, DeLuna won the Latin Dance Club Play Track of the Year award for her single Whine Up. Shortly after the award shows, it was announced that In the End would be released as the third international single. The single was her first to receive no release whatsoever in the US. Due to a lack of promotion, the single failed to make an impact on music charts. In Belgium, it peaked at number 31 on the official singles chart. In October 2008, Breathing Your Love, a collaboration with Swedish singer Darin Zanya, was released and went on to reach number 2 in Sweden and number 13 in Finland. DeLuna was dropped from Epic Records in 2008, and signed a record deal with Universal Motown. She began work on her second album, and premiered a new song, Calling You, on her MySpace page and her official website in 2008. In September 2008, DeLuna's performance of the Star-Spangled Banner at a Dallas Cowboys Monday Night Football game against the Philadelphia Eagles was roundly booed. The crowd felt that DeLuna's vocals were scathing, and overwrought. The event garnered much media attention, and landed the number 1 spot on Billboard magazine's 10 Worst National Anthem Performances Ever in 2010. 2009–2011, moved to Universal Music and Inside Out. In January 2009, DeLuna released Unstoppable, featuring Lil Wayne, as a single from the Confessions of a Shopaholic soundtrack. The song was originally due to be the lead single from her second album, but its release was cancelled. The music video for Unstoppable premiered on Cat DeLuna's MySpace profile on January 23, 2009. The song was released for radio airplay on February 24, 2009. In Canada, Unstoppable peaked at number 80 on the Canadian Hot 100. In April 2009, DeLuna announced the album's title, Inside Out. In May 2009, DeLuna released Dance Bailalo as a digital-only promotional single. The song had a generally positive reception. Lesingett said of the song, Bailalo demonstrates DeLuna's innovative new sound by blending tropical samba rhythms with new school dance melodies. This infectious combination paired with her seductive lyrics lure listeners to let loose and hit the dance floor hard. Internet blogger Perez Hilton commented on the song as well, saying, "Dance Bailalo is one of the most scorching dance singles we've heard all year." Hilton called the song the next summer jam. The single failed to chart on the Hot 100, but reached number 2 on the Hot Dance Club Play chart. It entered the top 20 on Latin charts, where it peaked at number 12. In June 2009, DeLuna performed alongside Chantel at New York City's fashion industry's high school prom as the star of My Prom Style's official website feature, the Ultimate Prom Fashion Reality Series. 3 aspiring teen designers competed to design a dress to wear to the prom, and a pattern of the winning dress was then produced and sold nationwide by Simplicity Patterns. In February 2010, DeLuna participated in a Spanish remake of We Are the World called Somos El Mundo, alongside other Dominican singers such as Juan Luis Guerra, Milly Xada, Eddie Herrera, Romeo, Fernando Villalona and Latin artists such as Paulina Rubio, Thalía, Belinda, Luis Fonsi, and Cheyenne, among others. The piece was a fundraiser for victims of the 2010 Haiti earthquake. Also in 2009, DeLuna recorded a track titled Shake It Up with Big Ali for his album Louder. The single was a commercial failure, failing to chart on any charts worldwide. In April 2010, DeLuna released Push Push featuring Akon, the lead single from her second album. During her mini-promotional tour in Belgium and France in September, DeLuna signed a new contract with Universal Music Belgium. When asked of how the song with Akon came about, DeLuna said it was an accident. When they ran into each other at the studio one day, he said, "I have something I want to show you," DeLuna said. "He played the beat and I went crazy." The single was a critical success. The New York Daily News wrote, "The song is a simple, fun and insanely catchy song with a multi-layered OOO refrain by DeLuna, a solid contribution from Akon on the bridge and a thumping beat that's sure to bring the house down at the club." MTV compared the song to recent releases by Lady Gaga, saying, "Push Push, The first single from DeLuna's Inside Out album starts out with some OOOs that wouldn't sound out of place on a Gaga record. Push Push was produced by Radio, but it still contains some of Redun's signature sounds. The single achieved some commercial success internationally. It debuted and peaked at number 84 on the Canadian Hot 100, mainly due to digital downloads. The single achieved greater success in Europe, where it peaked at number 37. In Belgium, Push became her third top 20 hit on the singles chart, when it peaked at number 15. The single became her first top 10 hit in France since Run the Show, peaking at number 9. DeLuna announced on Twitter that the second single from the album would be Party O'Clock. On October 22 the single was released on iTunes. On November 2, DeLuna released a video premiering her release of Inside Out in Belgium and confirmed the track listing for the album. Inside Out was released on November 5, 2010, in Belgium. It was commercially successful in the country, debuting and peaking at number 16 on the official albums chart. The video for Party O'Clock was released on December 15, 2010. Dancing Tonight was the next single from the album, and she shot video in New York City on December 21, 23, 2010. Dancing Tonight debuted as the number 1 breakout on the Billboard dance chart. The video for the song premiered on March 23. On July 29 the video for the single Drop It Low premiered on her YouTube channel, and the single was released September 27. Drop It Low first surfaced on DeLuna unregistered trademark S international only release Inside Out, a unregistered trademark which is being reworked for the American album that will be called Viva unregistered trademark. The song is produced by Belgian producer 86, who has been responsible for her single Dancing Tonight as well, which hit number 1 on the Billboard dance chart in the US and number 36 overall for most played dance song on the 2011 Billboard year-end dance chart. Shortly after Jennifer Lopez released her single On the Floor on February 22, 2011, many of DeLuna's fans, as well as critics, claimed that On the Floor plagiarized DeLuna's 2010 single Party O'Clock. In a statement issued to the New York Daily News, DeLuna said it's cool that artists like J-Lo are inspired by my musical sound and style. Jennifer helped pave the way for Latinos like myself. I love her, and insisted that there was not an issue. Following previews of the music video for On the Floor, DeLuna changed her mind about how she felt with the claims of copying. In another interview with the New York Daily News, several days after the first, she said I've seen this before, where the more established artist tries to take the vision and artistic ideas away from an emerging artist, and assumes no one will notice because of their bigger shadow. Luckily, my loyal fans and the power of the internet have let the cat out of the bag. DeLuna has previously said she was inspired by Lopez, and saw her as someone who opened doors for people like her to sing. When Lopez was asked about the issue on the Latin American entertainment program Despierta America, she replied, "What? Really? I'm not aware of that." And when asked a second time, she insisted she had not heard about the comparisons. It was alleged that J-Lo's camp specifically requested that nothing about the DeLuna debacle be brought up during the interview. 2012 Present, upcoming third studio album. On July 11, 2012, Kat DeLuna released her new Spanish single, Sobredosis on her official YouTube account. On August 21, 2012, Kat DeLuna premiered her new music video, Wanna See You Dance on air with Ryan Seacrest from her upcoming third studio album. Also the same day the single became available to buy on iTunes. On August 24, 2012, Viva released Wanna See You Dance music video on artist's official account. Sobredosis became available on iTunes September 10, 2012. In 2013, she released a new single, Stars. Discography: 9 Lives, Inside Out, Tours, 2012, Viva Japan Tour, 1 show in Liverpool, England, awards and nominations, Los Premios MTV Latino Copyright Rica 2007 MTV Trail 3is Viewers' Choice Award Best New Artist. TMF Awards, Best Urban, Best New Artist. 2012 Latin Billboard Music Awards, Latin Dance Club Play Track of the Year. Cassandra Award, New International Artist. Nominations: Alma Music Awards 2009, Female Rising Star. See also, List of number 1 dance hits, List of artists who reached number 1 on the US dance chart, references. External links, official website, Kat DeLuna's channel on YouTube, Kat DeLuna on MySpace, Kat DeLuna on Twitter, Kat DeLuna at the Internet Movie Database MTV Trail 3's Kat DeLuna artist page.